We had been receiving information over the last couple of days that there were a number of groups that were planning to disrupt today's activities, and so that was the reason for the large presence of uniformed officers in the downtown area. At approximately 1:38 this afternoon, we received a telephone call from a concerned citizen who reported that approximately 20 people jumped into a U-Haul wearing masks. They had shields and, quote, looked like a little army. Units began to go into the area, and we made a traffic stop almost exactly 10 minutes later. At that point, 31 people were detained. They were all wearing similar attire. They had shields, shin guards, and other riot gear with them, including at least one smoke grenade. Those 31 individuals have been arrested for conspiracy to riot. At this point, they appear to be affiliated with the group Patriot Front. These individuals come from all over. We are still in the booking process. We've not completed booking of all 31 individuals, but at this point, we have individuals from Texas, Utah, Idaho, Colorado, South Dakota, Illinois, Arkansas, Wyoming, Washington, Oregon, and Virginia. And as I said, the booking process is not complete yet. Officers are going to be, over the course of the next several days, still booking evidence and including the shields and riot gear and things of that nature that were taken from these individuals. I want to say, for me personally, I don't think this would have been as successful had we not had one extremely astute citizen who saw something that was very concerning to them and reported it to us. It is clear to us, based on the gear that the individuals had with them, the stuff they had in the possession and in the U-Haul with them, along with paperwork that was seized from them, that they came to riot downtown. And that's why they've been booked appropriately for conspiracy to riot. No, they were cooperative during the arrest process. We had a great deal of officers there because of the information that we had received initially. And frankly, with 31 people in a car, we had to make sure that we had adequate resources on hand. They were wearing arm patches. One of them said Patriot Front. The majority of them had logos on their hats that were consistent with the Patriot Front group that you would see online. They were also wearing khaki pants, and everyone was dressed exactly the same. Well, very, very similar anyway. And if you go online and look up Patriot Front, that's exactly how these individuals were dressed. Predominantly, though, it was the insignia and logos that they were wearing, along with at least one patch that said Patriot Front on it. You know, we hadn't had any issues with that group here previously. There were a number of us that were aware of this group because of you'd seen a video online, or it would be mentioned in relation to another subset of a hate group in this area or something of that nature. But I had never seen that type of activity in this area in my 8 years working for this police department. So we didn't have any information about Patriot Front coming prior to the individual caller who called us on Saturday. We had information that there were, anytime you have an event like this, there's opposing groups who decide to make some threats. We were taking each of those threats, not only on its face, but also we take them seriously, even though some of them appeared to be just anonymous internet stuff. So we staffed the event appropriately. We had some information that there might be some individuals who are loosely affiliated with some of the groups who were planning to protest the Pride event that day, and so we were adequately staffed for it, but we didn't have any intelligence that there was going to be a riotous group coming to this event prior to the 911 call we received. I would tell you that the biggest lesson I think that we have for not only members of our community, but law enforcement in general and our public as a whole, is that one concerned citizen can prevent something horrible from happening. This one concerned citizen, rather than pulling out their phone and videotaping this for their 15 minutes on YouTube or Snapchatting it or something like that, took the time to call 911 and report some suspicious activity. And as a result, we likely stopped a riot from happening downtown. The information that we had would lead any reasonable officer to assume that there might be criminal activity afoot, based not only on the 911 call, but the information contained within the call about the weapons that they were seen loading and the riot gear and things of that nature. We made a command decision to make the stop prior to them getting downtown to prevent a riot from happening. As it turns out, the stop occurred less than a quarter mile from City Park. I have no doubt in my mind that had that van stopped at the park or much near the park, that we still would have ended up in a riot situation.